I don't want to spend too much time on this next guy. He was a free agent, which is why we have to bring him up. Juju Smith-Schuster. He re-signs with the Steelers. I think we can all kind of figure out what his role will be. You likely will not spend as much as you did last year on him. He's surely falling back in drafts this year to a more comfortable spot where you might consider taking him probably 6th or 7th, maybe even the 5th round. With that being said, I love him there. His role really shaped towards the end of the season when we saw him get comfortable with those short intermediate passes, 6 or 7 catches a game for 50 yards, and then you were banking on the touchdown. I'll take that as my wide receiver 3. He was really consistent the last 5 or 6 games of the season, and I want that in a wide receiver 3, wide receiver 2, maybe low end. So I'm all for it. If you guys have anything to say, chip in now, because we kind of already know how his role is defined in Pittsburgh.
Well, I think there's more to it too, like the disappointment of him not going to a potentially better situation and the disappointment of this hurting Chase Claypool and Deontay Johnson. I'm a selfish fantasy player. I think in terms of where do I want these players to go.
Jacob's selfish? Fantasy
and I mean player? In the sense of I'm not worried about, other than the Niners, I'm not worried about the success of these other teams, right? So when I'm thinking about this, I'm worried about, okay, where's the best situation for Juju Smith-Schuster? What's the best situation for Chase Claypool and Deontay Johnson? Let's say Juju goes to the Chiefs, which the Ravens officially offered him an offer. The Chiefs were rumored in there as well. And oh my goodness, look, it might be a situation where we probably would have overdrafted Juju if he went to the Chiefs, but I would be so excited about that. And then also, I would be stoked about Chase Claypool and Deontay Johnson going into this year. Now, honestly, I think while they were all productive throughout the season last year, kind of fell off near the end. Now I think all 3 of them are going to be worse than they were last year, to be honest, because Ben is going to be worse than he was last year. And they're going to bring in a running back somehow. They need to fix the running game. So I think all 3 receivers are hurt by this, and they're going to be worse fantasy-wise than they were last year.
God, Jacob, you summarized it. I could not hate this move more. Guys, Juju had 97 catches last year and somehow didn't even hit 850 yards. He had his first season, 16 yards of reception. That was the season we all grew to love him, playing aside Antonio Brown. Second season, 13 yards of reception. Last year, 8.6. 8.6. That was disgusting. Literally what Gabe said. No, dude, it was worse. I had him in our big league, in our beer drinkers. Dude, this guy would some games, I shit you not, he would get I kid you not, would get 7 catches, 22 yards. And I would be like, dude, I got 9 points, sure. But 7 catches, 11 targets, you're wanting 20 points, right? And I think Jacob couldn't have said it better, dude. Claypool and Deontay Johnson. If Juju left, Claypool and Deontay Johnson we're talking about guys that are easy top 30 guys.
Well, honestly, I don't know which would be which, but I wouldn't be surprised if one of them was a wide receiver 1 and the other was a wide receiver 2. Because all 3 of them were in the top 30 for a while last year.
I think they all finished the season as the top 30.
Yeah, I think maybe they did. Yeah,
top 25. Dude, those guys would have both been top 20.
Juju finished 16. Deontay Johnson finished 21, and Claypool was somewhere right behind him, 23.
Juju really picked it up later on in the season.
That's what I'm saying. I think you guys are living, like Joe said, in those games where it was like, dude, what the heck is Juju's got 9 catches? I'm stoked. Oh wait, he's only got 42 yards.
It's not like they're gonna be trash, but it was so you weren't sure who was gonna have the bust game, right? 2 of them were gonna blow up, 1 of them was gonna bust. It just was never, you didn't know who. So now where do you draft them? Okay, if I gotta go into a season, I say, Gabe, every 2 games, you're going to get 15, 20 points from Juju, and then the 3rd game, you're going to get 6. Where do you take him? I don't know. Somebody's going to draft him in the 5th round because he's Juju. I was praying.
I'll take him.
Exactly. I was praying that this guy was going to go to the Jets, reunite with his old buddy Sam Darnold, play for Coach Robert Saleh, and be the number 2 or number 1A, 1B with Corey Davis. That would have been so exciting. It would have been great for fantasy. It would have been great for football. Pittsburgh would have been a better situation. Now it's like, dude, this sucks. And 1 year, $8 million? Like, this guy was hyped up as like the man. Nobody obviously wanted to deal with his Corvette, huh?
Well, I think
I
the 1 million.
think he's also just a very loyal. He's still young. He's 24. He has that kind of, young kid mindset. I feel like he was really loyal to just Pittsburgh in general. He does a lot for the community there. He's the only pro football player that I follow on any social media platform, and the dude's a rock star, man. I think he's good for that community. He probably just
we get it. You like the guy, but man.
Well, look, the thing is, the 1 year contract thing. You've seen a lot of 1 year contracts this year. You guys know why. The salary cap was lowered this season.
Yeah.
So teams can't offer big contracts. Like Kenny Galladay is the only guy, offensive fantasy player that we're talking about that got like a 4 year big contract, and that's because he, this is the last time he's going to be able to get something like that. And the Giants, they had a need, and he had multiple suitors too. But Juju, I guarantee you he's not going to be back in Pittsburgh after this season. He took the 1 year deal. It's comfortable. I bet you Big Ben was like, I need you just 1 more year. Come on, let's do this. And he was like, all right, F it, let's do it.
You don't put a Baltimore's probably sitting there saying, hey, we'll give you $15 million for 1 year and you get a
And here's the problem. If Juju doesn't perform this year, it's going to hurt his contract chances next year. But I think next year he signs a long-term deal because he's 25, turned 25.
Yeah.
Gabe knows his birthday. He
24 years old.
He's gonna sign a 4 or 5 year deal next season with the 49ers. No, I'm just kidding.
No, I don't want
somebody.
Look, let's worry about
with the Chiefs, and we're all gonna be tortured.
Listen, I like Juju. I enjoy him. I think he's a good player. I drafted him on 2 teams last year. I did not want him on the Niners. We have Ayuk and Debo, and I just didn't see the fit. He's
going to go to the Chiefs, and they're going to win 3 Super Bowls. So.
They don't want him neither. They got Tyreek and Mecole. What do they need him for? They got Kelsey.
They supposedly offered him a 1 year deal.
Well, yeah, the Chiefs will take. It's like the Bucks, dude.
I guess anyone would take Juju on a 1 year, $8 million, and he was like, "I'm only going to do that for Pittsburgh."
The Steelers,
basically. Yeah.
Because look at the Bucks, dude. They proved last year. Like, forget the stats, man. If you can get Antonio Brown, Gronk,
bro, I bet you Juju makes so much money on social media. He's not even worried.
Dude, he's like a pro streamer as a second job.
I bet you he makes way more money on there. Not way more, but a lot of money on there.
We're talking a little too much about Juju's social life. I will say this: if you guys are willing to book it down, I don't think he finishes inside the top 15 this year. But I will definitely take a top 20 finish from Juju Smith-Schuster if you guys are willing to go in on that.
It's so unpredictable, man.
Well, I'm saying it's top 20.
I put all my energy. I put all my energy in the Miami. Book it down. I can't commit to this one. Look, I don't feel very strongly about this as much as I do about the Devontae Parker thing. Like, I think this hurts all 3 of them, but I don't know who it's going to hurt the most.
What do I have to do to make it more appetizing? Do you want me to go down top 18? Does he get inside the top 18?
I say let's table this until we get closer to the season, and then I'll have an answer.
Well, also, let's see what they do at running back, right? Like, that could determine if they draft the guy in the first round, then we're like, oh, that's probably they're going to run the ball a lot. But if they go into the season with only Benny Snell and McFarland or whatever, then maybe they're going to throw a lot. So we'll see.
That's me holstering my guns. All right. We'll wait and see.
We'll come back.